Hello men, my name's Faidley and I'm a member of the Southeast Region Dog Soldiers Division. Now as a member of MDI, I've learned a lot of new skills. CPRs, agendas, how to run a meeting, how to hold a man accountable. And these skills I use every day in every aspect of my life to help me become the man that I've always wanted to be. Now as an organization, as we grow and change, we're adding our own new skills and new technologies. And the newest one that we've picked is called 4DX, or the 4 Disciplines of Execution. Now 4DX is a natural fit for MDI. The 4 disciplines are short and simple, they're easy to understand, and they directly align with how we already operate. They focus on setting goals, creating accountability, and following through. 4DX recognizes the importance of the whirlwind of activities that we each engage in every day as men of MDI. But the purpose of 4DX is to align us around a single, specifically, wildly important goal. Now this video is going to give you a brief overview of the 4 disciplines and how they're being applied in MDI. So the first discipline is focus on the wildly important. Now if we're going to align behind a goal, it needs to be a big one. It needs to be an important one. A goal that's going to make a difference in our lives and in the lives of other men. It's important to note that the one WIG, or wildly important goal, is not the only aspect where we do work. It's just the one aspect where we want to see the most improvement. Now this is just like a man on a team who decides that he's going to commit to losing weight or finding a job. He still shows up to team meetings every week, he still leads guest events and does other MDI business. He's simply chosen one goal to focus on as his specific wildly important goal. Now, MDI's wildly important goal is for our membership to go from 658 to 1,001 members by December 31st, 2017. The second discipline is act on lead measures. Now, lead measures are actions that lead directly to success. For example, if a man commits to his team that he's going to lose weight, his lead measure might be the number of calories that he eats in a day or the number of minutes of exercise that he completes. These are the disciplines he's going to do every week to achieve his commitment. Lead measures are different from lag measures, which happen and are measured after the fact. So a lag measure is how much do I weigh today, which is driven by my lead measures of how much food I eat and how much exercise I get. MDI's current lead measure is the number of new men coming to meetings as guests on a weekly basis. The third discipline is to create a compelling scoreboard. A scoreboard is a visual display of how we're doing against our commitments and our wildly important goal. Now, this isn't rocket science. We all like to compete. Men like to win. And scoreboards encourage competition. What's measured improves, and scoreboards measure both lead and lag measures and shows us what winning looks like. A man who successfully loses weight does it by reporting his measures week by week to his team, not by suddenly dropping all his pounds at the end of the cycle. So the MDI scoreboard is available at mentordiscoverinspire.org. And coming soon, each team is going to be creating their own scoreboard that appeals and speaks to the men on the team so they can measure and report on their own success. Now the fourth discipline is to create a cadence of accountability. Now, this discipline fits exactly with how we work as an MDI. We check in on a weekly basis to report our progress against our commitments and to make new commitments to ensure that our goals are met. In 4DX, this means every week we meet to update and review the scoreboard, to go through our lead and lag measures, and to review our weekly commitments. We also commit to one action that will further our wildly important goal the following week. These meetings are short and to the point, just a weekly check-in to hold each other accountable and show how we're winning. Now, currently, the DCs and the RCs have WIG meetings on a weekly basis. Once again, the 4 disciplines of execution are: first, focus on the wildly important. Second, act on lead measures. Third, create a compelling scoreboard. And fourth, create a cadence of accountability. Now, we've all experienced how an organization of men aligned behind a clear plan can create powerful, amazing outcomes. We see this in our weekly team meetings, in our leadership trainings, and our legacy discovery weekends. Together, all of us have positively impacted the lives of tens of thousands of men and women and children, employees, families, you name it. 40X gives us all a new technology, a new tool set to use for success in every aspect of our lives. I encourage each of you to reach out to your DC and RC this week and ask them how 40X is helping them win. Thank you.